here with Laura from Not Far From the Tree. So why don't you tell me a bit about what that is?
Not Far From the Tree is a fruit tree project in Toronto. So when people have fruit trees in their yard that they can't pick, they can't harvest, then we send teams of volunteers to pick the fruit for them. Then a third of the fruit is given to the fruit tree owner if they want it, and a third is given to volunteers. So everybody who shows up gets something for their work. And a third is donated to agencies in the neighborhood who can use fresh fruit in their programming.
So what's your sense of now are we talking about the GTA or downtown Toronto? Or?
Well, we started just last year. That was our first full season where we picked only in one small neighborhood in one municipal ward.
And where was that?
Ward 21.
Where's that?
That's Joe Mahevic's ward. That is St. Clair Christie all the way up to Eglinton.
Right.
And so we picked over 3,000 pounds of fruit in that one neighborhood.
Wow.
And we realized that there is an abundance of fruit in the city. We barely scratched the surface, and there's a lot of it, this existing source of great fresh fruit that is otherwise pretty much just going to waste.
Why is there so much fruit? Are these trees that used to be part of orchards, or where did they come from originally?
Yeah, well, in Ward 21, there's a strong history, an agricultural history of orchards. So there are a lot of remnant trees from those orchards. And also there have been different waves of immigrants from Portugal and Italy who have really strong cultural connections to fruit trees, and so they've planted them in their backyards. Some people also just plant them thinking the blossoms will be nice, and lo and behold, it also bears fruit that they don't know what to do with.
Right. So what kind of fruit are you harvesting?
We'll pick any fruit that grows on a tree. So apples, cherries, pears, service berries, mulberries, peaches, plums, nectarines, apricots. Apricots were huge this year. Any kind of fruit tree we'll pick from.
So you said apricots were huge, so they were the majority of what you were harvesting this year?
By the number of trees, I think we picked mostly, the largest number were from apricot trees. By weight, the pears won out. Right. But it also went, as we gathered momentum over the season, that more trees signed up, so the later crops we ended up picking more of.
Right. So how many volunteers do you have now?
We have a list of 250 volunteers.
Wow.
It's a nice thing to do in the city, a really hands-on way to get involved, trying to address huge global issues like climate change. You can understand that in a really local way by picking fruit in your own neighborhood.
Right. So you said you're in one ward so far.
Yeah.
So what's your intention in the coming season?
We have plans to become a network of neighborhood-based hubs. So as we slowly expand, then we'll be sort of linking those different hubs together into all of Not Far From the Tree. Right. So for this year, we hope to expand to East York.
Right.
And then there's a couple other neighborhoods we're looking at. We want to make this a program that's expandable so that we can pick as many trees as possible and give a chance for all our volunteers to get involved.
Right. So is your organization web-based, or how do you organize?
We've got a blog. I love blogging and taking photos about all of the fruit picking adventures. So that's notfarfromthetree.org. And that's a great way for volunteers to sign up, and also for fruit tree owners to sign up their trees online.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much.